Greetings, I'm your host, Dr. Wolfula, with an October entry of Wolfula rankings. In this vid, it seems only natural that I cover the kills of a Halloween movie franchise, and not just any Halloween movie franchise. I'm talking about the Halloween movie franchise. You know, hopefully I'm being clear. I'm going to be counting down my list of the top 10 Halloween series kills. Every Halloween film to date has a kill or sequence of kills on this list, and I made sure only one murder sequence from each film was included, except Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Now, if there had been a horse-related murder in that film, things might have been a little different, but I guess it just wasn't in the cards. There was a cow-related murder, but that was just a dream. Oh man. I'd like to note one thing here, because this is YouTube, and the typical commenter is, to borrow from the great Smash Mouth, not the sharpest tool in the shed. If you're watching this video in 2020 or beyond, Halloween Kills hasn't come out yet for me. No doubt, with the title Halloween Kills, there has to be at least one solid death, but I haven't seen it yet. I swear I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna time travel. I'm gonna wait like everybody else, okay? Another thing I'm gonna mention that should go without saying, but YouTube commenters are, of course, YouTube commenters. This list is my subjective opinion. I am not here to reinforce your beliefs or share your exact opinions. If you disagree with my list, simply share your own in the comments below, or alternatively, make your own video, damn it. Before I finally move on to my rankings, I'm just gonna mention real quick that I have an October horror trivia contest running in the free Popbase app on iOS and Android. It'll begin on October 17th and run till Halloween, with new extra hard quizzes posted every other day till the 31st. If you think you're a horror trivia expert, compete in my quizzes, and if you place in the top 3, you'll win real October merch. Link in the description to download the app and compete. If you miss the contest, there'll be more in the future, so keep an eye out. Alrighty, on to the rankings. Number 10, Laurie Strode takes the fall in Halloween Resurrection. Quality is in the eye of the beholder, but Halloween Resurrection, could have been better. H2O's Michael Myers' death being retconned was clumsy and stupid, but then it leads to Laurie dying in the opening of the movie. The circumstances leading to Laurie's life being ruined and her death are bullshit, but the death itself, not bad. The death plays into Laurie's character. She sets a trap for Michael and has her in his clutches, but Michael plays into his sister's good disposition and her fear of killing another man accidentally. I mean, she probably shouldn't have fallen for it. I mean, why would somebody else be cosplaying Michael in this situation? But whatever, Michael ends up cheating death once more, and with a little incestuous kiss, Laurie dies her second death. Number 9, Michael kills Michael in Halloween 5. Halloween 5 falls in a much more standard slasher fare, but the kills don't even really measure up to those standards mostly, but it's not all bad. The irritating Tina has a boyfriend who is literally 1980s Fonzie, who values his car more than anything, and his name happens to conveniently be Michael. A little on the nose, but it's a perfect coincidence for Killer Michael's purposes, who scratches up the other Mike's ride, killing the quote-unquote teen inside, and then Michael kills the guy for real. Okay, not the best editing, but I like it when a slasher movie kill cuts deeper beyond the gore, and Michael ends up adopting the dead Mike's Halloween mask to cuck the guy beyond the grave. Number 8, Michael Myers escapes without rapes in Rob Zombie's Halloween theatrical cut. I've given Rob Zombie some guff in the past, but his films do have their moments, even if some of them got cut out later. In the director's cut of Halloween, the version a lot of folks have seen and know today, Michael of course escapes Smith's Grove Sanitarium because two rednecks rape a patient in his cell for some reason on the night before Halloween. Michael kills the men and, just walks away. Absolutely stupid. Michael just escapes through the power of rape. It's really fucked up that rape is used as a coincidental plot device that Michael just decides to take advantage of. When I rented this movie from Blockbuster after seeing it in theaters, I gotta say it really pissed me off because that's not how Michael's escape was in the theatrical cut. Michael's escape in the original version was one of the highlights of the remake for me, and I was pretty disappointed it was changed and that they even shot this alternate version. In the theatrical cut, Michael kills a whole bunch of guards during his transfer, including Bill Moseley, and yeah, it's not the best action scene. It's really slow and clumsily shot. But it's neat to see Michael going sick house in a group of dudes. It shows that this version of Michael could actually be a calculating, skilled killer, and not just the big, lumbering schmuck he was mostly portrayed as. Michael even decides to not kill one of the guards. He just walks away, leaving one guy spooked. Number 7, Oscar's a little on the fence in Halloween 2018. I feel like 2018's Halloween was trying to go for the original film's more suspenseful, bloodless approach while still having a bit of gore, but I don't think it totally did a great job balancing the two philosophies at times. I gotta say, Oscar the Incel's death in that backyard after he lucked out with Allison was pretty damn good all around. The use of the backyard's light sensor was a stroke of genius. You know Michael is there, but you can't see him half the time, and you don't know where or when he'll pop up again after triggering the sensor. And then Michael turns Oscar into a makeshift Halloween decoration when the kid tries to escape. Best of all, this kill leads to a great Carpenter track in the movie. Oh man, the shape hunts Allison. Number 6, Michael fucking splodes a dad in Halloween Curse of Michael Myers. John Strode, the head of the Strode household in Halloween 6, was a bit of a cunt. So even though his demise isn't necessary to the plot, it was definitely much called for. Michael impales the shitty dad onto the power box in the basement, and for whatever reason, Michael is completely immune to the jolts, so I guess being a terrible person conducts electricity. Well, then again, I guess Michael is a terrible person too, but whatever, he's an angel. Here's the kicker. John's head fucking explodes! I can't even remember what happens to this dude in the producer's cut. This death is too memorable. I do kind of wonder why Michael wasn't covered in chunks of John Strode for the rest of the movie, though. Number 5, Sarah gets enlightened in Halloween H2O. Michael spends a lot of Halloween H2O just driving to his sister, and by the time he reaches his destination, nearly everyone has left the school. The movie does make up for a lack of kills with a very memorable sequence involving horny teen lovers Charlie and Sarah. Unfortunately, Charlie's side of things is a fake-out where you think his hand will be shredded in the garbage disposal while he pulls a Crispin Glover, and he, unfortunately, is the guy who witnesses Michael's CGI abomination mask. What were they thinking with that shit? Oh my god. They couldn't shoot a real mask in front of a green screen? What the fuck? So we don't see what happens to the boy, but man, we definitely see what happens to Sarah, who barely escapes a stab from Michael in the dumbwaiter. When she reaches the top, she gets caught on Charlie or something, and Michael cuts the rope, causing Sarah's leg to get crushed under the dumbwaiter's weight, which surprisingly doesn't cut her leg clean off. Wow. That's gotta hurt. Michael is given free rein from here to just go to town, but he goes several steps further by fashioning Sarah into a crude lamp. It feels like this belongs in a different horror movie, but this is Michael's second to last kill in the film. He spends a lot of time in that damn car. Might as well make this cool and memorable. Number 4, the only way to kill with a gun in Halloween 4. Kelly, the sheriff's daughter, is Halloween 4's, hussy, as she does it by the book, fucking main character Rachel's boyfriend when Rach decides to go trick-or-treating with her young charge, Jamie, for one night. Of course, Michael eventually kills both Kelly and Brady, but Kelly stands out just for being over the top. While the sheriff's house is barricaded, Michael is snuck in, assumed the post of the cop on watch, giving him an opening to strike, and unusually for Michael, he uses the cop's shotgun, but not in the way you'd think. Michael impales Kelly against the wall with a shotgun. It's insane. It feels like it'd be in some action movie spoof, but it says something about Michael. When he has to use a gun, he'll still figure out a way to stab you with it. Number 3, Nurse Jill's gonna need a doctor in Halloween 2. Halloween 2 amped up the carnage compared to the first film with hypodermic needles and eyes and scalding jacuzzis, all very memorable and would likely appear on other lists of this nature, but the standout to me is Nurse Jill's kill, which leads directly into the climactic chase in the film. Michael simply stabs the nurse in the back with a little scalpel and lifts her up with one hand. Her shoes falling off really sells the gag, and it demonstrates Michael's inhuman strength, how effortless it is for him to kill somebody, and how vital it is that Laurie escaped from her brother. Michael survived unscathed from being shot out a window, but this is the first kill where he demonstrated his seemingly otherworldly strength. Number 2, Connell Cochran's little demonstration in Halloween 3. Halloween 3 has thankfully been critically reappraised in more recent years and is much more beloved now. It's not totally without fault. For whatever reason, masks that kill people weren't enough, so the movie also has Stonehenge stolen and lifelike cyborgs made by an Irish-themed novelty company. A strange way to start the anthology format after the last 2 films were just about a masked stabby dude. Halloween 3 is a fun film to watch during the Halloween season, especially thanks to its killer mask concept. The film only gives you a couple glimpses of what its masks do, but they leave an impression. Early in the film, one of the masks misfires into Marge's face, turning her into the Chatterer from Hellraiser with a little bug coming out. Want to know the insult to injury? Marge was played by Garn Stevens, Tom Atkins' real wife at the time, and in another room, his character is fucking a girl half his age. No wonder they divorced.
What's that?
Who cares?
Anywho, that's just an appetizer. The real fun comes when Cochran demonstrates his mask's intended use on the Kupfer family. Silver Shamrock's giveaway TV spot triggers the tag on Buddy Jr.'s mask, and it seemingly melts the boy's head into a pile of deadly bugs and snakes that his parents are trapped with. Now, imagine this on the global scale when everybody is shown wearing one of these 3 masks, even if they don't match their costumes. Total death and mayhem. The novelization of Halloween 3 explains the masks actually open a door to another dimension inside the wearer's heads that unleashes a sea of creatures in the world. It's some wild stuff. Number 1. Judith Myers makes history in Halloween 1978. This is the first kill in the series, and it always makes starting up a viewing of Halloween a treat. Michael's very first murder establishes the format of the franchise perfectly with its eerie POV Steadicam shot. Now, there were slasher flicks before Halloween that employed the POV thing, but not nearly with the same ominous, atmospheric nature, and the elegant, seemingly one-shot nature of the opening really builds suspense around what's going to happen. Of course, we all know what happens, but put yourself in the 70s when this film came out. You don't know who this is walking through the Myers home with a knife intent on stabbing a 17-year-old girl. It's a shock when it's revealed that the murderer is a little boy, executing the first of his many kills. The actual murder is tame by today's standards, but the nature of it and how it's carried out really makes it stand out and establish Michael as a character and the tone of all of his films to come. Well, that's my list of the top 10 Halloween series kills. Let me know your list down below in the comments. If you like this AHHctober video, like it, but if you loved it, subscribe for more and click that motherfucking bell icon to keep track of future uploads and streams. Also, be sure to follow me on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Dr. Wolfula. If you'd like to pay me a visit this season, download the free Popbase app to hang out with a virtual me, complete with exclusive vids, horror trivia, and answering your questions. Remember, on October 17th, I'm having a horror trivia contest in Popbase through to Halloween with new extra hard quizzes in the days leading up to the 31st to win official Dr. Wolfula AHHctober merch. If you missed the contest, well, I'll have more in the future. Finally, if you can, support the channel by pledging to my Patreon, where you can get early access, exclusive vids, and shoutouts. I'd like to thank my Platinum supporters on Patreon for their pledges. The channel would be nothing without their support, and it's greatly appreciated. Thanks again. I've been your host, Dr. Wolfula, signing out. See you all next time this AHHctober.